Elephants Raid the Kitchen, written by Cynthia Moss. About the author. Cynthia Moss, she was born in 1940. She is a conservationist, wildlife researcher, and writer. She studied the elephants in Kenya's Amboseli National Park for over 27 years. Her long term research has revealed much of what we now know about these complex and intelligent animals. Cynthia Moss was born in Newark. She focused on elephant conservation in the late 1980s as she saw the elephant population halved by poaching for ivory and loss of habitat. Cynthia Moss is the author of 4 books. Number 1, Portraits in the Wild, Elephant Memories, Echo of Elephants, Little Big Ears, and co-author with Lawrence Pringle of Elephant Woman. Cynthia Moss was born and educated in the USA. She moved to Africa in 1968 and she has lived and worked for wildlife there ever since. She has received many awards in recognition of her dedication to the study of elephants. Amazing facts about the elephants. Elephants are the largest land mammal. Despite their size, they can run up to 25 miles per hour. Elephants are highly sensitive and caring animals, much like humans. Elephants have deep family bonds. The herd is led by the female head of a family. Calves are raised by the entire herd. When males are about 12 years old, they leave the herd to live on their own, while the females stay with their family herd. Females will often stay with their mothers their whole lives. Elephants can eat up to 600 pounds of food a day. They are highly intelligent animals with complex emotions, feelings, compassion, and self-awareness. Elephants communicate through trumpet sounds, snorts, roars, cries, and purring. Elephants pick up sounds of rumbles with their feet and they can hear communications over long distances, though the vibrations that come up through their feet and into their ears. There are 3 species of elephants. Number 1, the Asian elephant. Number 2, African savanna elephant. And number 3, African forest elephant. The average lifespan of an elephant is between 50 to 70 years old. Elephants Raid the Kitchen is an extract from the book Elephant Memories. It describes a terrible event of elephants entering the Cynthia's camp at Amboseli National Park in Kenya. Tuskless was a female elephant. She was the head of the herd. Teddy, Tanya, Tony, Tilly, and Tuskless 2-year-old calf were a part of the herd. They lived close to where the author and her friends were camping. One evening, the elephants began feeding around the edge of the camp, usually 16 to 18 hours, or nearly 80% of an elephant's day is spent feeding. Elephants eat grass, small plants, bushes, fruits, twigs, tree bark, and roots. That evening, while eating grass, Tuscalus turned the tip of her trunk towards the kitchen and the tents to smell what was there. There was the delicious odor of very ripe bananas. There were no sounds of people as there was no one in the camp. Tuscalus loved the bananas. She had first tasted them at the large feeding place where a man came twice a day with a wheelbarrow full of vegetables and fruit scraps. Wheelbarrow means a small cart with a single wheel at the front and two supporting legs and two handles at the rear, used typically for carrying loads in building work or gardening. From that day on, she particularly looked for the bananas. A day before the raid, Masaku, the cook and camp worker, had left on 5 days' leave. On the same day, narrator's campmate Phyllis had come back from a trip to Nairobi with a huge load of groceries, meat, fresh fruits, and vegetables, including some overripe bananas. The next day, filmmakers Warren and Jenny Garst had arrived at the camp for a project with another huge load of food. So the smell was irresistible for Tuscalus. It was so quiet in the camp. As the cook was not there, narrator and her friends had gone to a nearby lodge to have dinner. She moved closer to the kitchen. She stopped feeding and called her companions by rumbling. They slowly approached the kitchen. The tent wasn't strong enough. It was made out of a few wooden posts, sisal poles, chicken wire, and roofing felt. Tuscalus wrapped her trunk around the main sisal pole of the tent and wrenched it away. The other elephants moved forward and also started pulling on other poles and the wire. Tuscalus quickly made a sizable hole in one wall of the kitchen. Then she became impatient and leaned her head against the wall and pushed. The building swayed before collapsing sideways. This is how the elephants entered the kitchen. Once Tuscalus got her head inside, she began to pull things out. She gathered as much food as she could. They ate bananas, pineapples, oranges, mangoes, papaya, cucumber, string beans, and eggplants, etc. Because elephants can eat between 149 and 169 kgs of vegetation daily. Once the fresh produce was finished, Tuscalus could smell the bread and cookies and crackers in the wooden cupboard. She smashed the cupboard, turned the tins upside down until they disgorged their contents. They ate up cookies and crackers, including plastic bags. They crushed a small camping fridge and a cooler. They knocked down the other cupboard with glasses and plates in it. The elephants pulled the bigger fridge until it gets disconnected from its gas cylinder. Noxious propane gas leaked out from the cylinder. Just as Tuskless and Teddy were tackling the third cupboard with the germs and the spices in it, they heard the engine of a car coming in their direction. As soon as the narrator realized the camp was being raided by elephants, without getting off the car, she rushed at the elephants in the vehicle to chase them away. Each elephant grabbed a trunkful and started turning away, but the Tuskless stayed back for a while because she was reluctant to leave the food. When narrator threatened it by making loud engine noises, she too left from there, grabbing a box of spaghetti and a paper bag full of half-pound garlic. Once they had left, she climbed down and crawled into the kitchen because she could hear and smell gas escaping. She found the gas cylinder and removed the regulator to close off the valve. They raided the kitchen in such a way that it was about to blow off. Narrator was so worried about the elephants because they would have died in flames if a spark had set off the gas. She didn't want them to get killed or wounded. The narrator blamed herself because she felt she should have known better and taken the necessary steps to put all the food items safely out of the herd's reach, especially since her camp had been raided before. She should have guessed the problem at least after they had seen Tuskless heading in their direction on the same evening. When they were going to a lodge to have dinner. They cleaned up everything till midnight. They put the refrigerator cupboard with the remaining food in a closed vehicle to reduce the tempting odor. Tuskless did not stop raiding camps even after this incident. By the latter half of 1978, Tuskless had become very bad about raiding camps. Sometimes they raided 3 or 4 camps a day. Tuskless tried many a time to raid the kitchen, but Masak chased it away. Although Tuskless could pretend to be good, they knew that she was just waiting for her chance. Elephants mean everything to Cynthia Moss. She has written numerous popular and scientific articles and has made 4 award-winning TV documentaries about elephants' behavior. They have changed the way people view elephants. If you find this video useful, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to my channel for the notifications of my latest videos. Thanks for watching this video.